Hey, what's going on, guys? And thanks for joining us. I'm Brody,
And this is Greg.
and today we're the Debate Bros on episode 4.
Let's just jump right into it and see what we got.
All right, let's
Can't
see.
wait to see what
I'll let
the-
you spin first. I got first last time.
No, I can't see what hell I'm gonna get. Please, please, please. Oh, thank God it's COD.
It's Call of Duty. Okay.
I thought I was about to get Valorant. I hate Valorant with passion.
You just lost. That's
That
why.
game's for pussies.
You just lost. All right, my turn now. My turn now. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I get. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Please, please, please. No, no. We can't argue the same game. We have to re-roll it.
That is true. That is true.
All right, let's try it again. Please, 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 please.
You just hope you're not gonna get smited like that.
If I get
Oh my
I don't
God!
know.
What
I
is
don't
with the COD luck today?
it might want us to. It might want someone to pick COD.
You think?
All right, we got this. Come on, please, please, please,
Hey,
no,
hey,
please
can
no,
I take
please
Sage?
no.
Hey, you want to switch topics? Because I know this game really well, and you know COD really well.
I don't know how much will I know COD though.
I play both games a lot, especially Siege.
Oh,
Siege is quite
I'll let you take Siege. I'll do COD.
Perfect,
I'll
thank
do
you.
COD.
Siege is quite literally my favorite game, and as of I think yesterday was when I checked. I think I got over 1,000 hours, which is kind of sad.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna gotta decide who's better.
Okay, if we're talking.
I'll let you start off because you know more.
Okay, if we're talking COD versus Siege, you're gonna talk about community.
Okay.
Gameplay.
Oh yeah, we have our 3 points. We
No,
have
it's not even 3 points with this.
community,
So you gotta look at skill ceiling in just shooter games, just skill ceiling.
skill, community skill,
Community.
and variety was the last one. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like variety. Like what can you do in the games?
Right. All right. I guess we'll start first with the community side, or do you want to start with skill side?
Let's start with skill as it's first on my
Skill.
chart. Okay. In a game like Siege, you one-shot headshots and the insanely fast TTK.
Okay.
It is heavily skill dependent. If you got good gun skill in that game, you can tear up and drop aces all the time.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I've played the game a little bit before, but I feel it's also got no skill components like the like some abilities you can just throw in grenades or something that just like.
C4, you're talking about grenades?
No, like the cluster grenades. I know one of them throws.
That's in COD.
No, like in Siege. There's cluster grenades in COD, but I'm talking about Siege.
You can be more specific.
Let's just say big explodies.
There are quite a few things that go explode.
A bunch of the characters there have some sort of.
As of late, you have 3 people on attack who have frags. You got 3 heart breachers, and on defense has C4, but I'm pretty sure they have. You could run 5 people with C4, just no one ever does it 'cause it's stupid.
All right. Well, there's a skill set, but COD is a pioneer of like what we know as shooter games as today.
By old and pioneer, I would believe the same thing. Siege has been out for 7 years. It has a lot of time refined system. In terms of gun skill, when I can run around and drop a nuke without trying, that is not skill. That's bullshit.
That's just some guns have balances issues, like the Brecci or whatever.
Well, that was back in COD.
COD 3, yeah. But if honestly, like, while your skill component is like actually like dodging back and forth, like whoop, 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 whoop.
Leaning, yeah.
Leaning. We come up with to increase the skill set for COD players. Like as you go up, trick shots become more and more common.
canceling be like.
Slide cancel. Yes, it's a
Dolphin
great
diving.
movement tech. We have movement techs. You don't have movement techs. You just have pure gun.
Okay, but how many times you dropped a full headshot ace and only hit 1 taps?
That's pretty
There
hard.
is no better feeling in the world in Siege when you just whip out the pistol or maybe Valk and you have the Deagle. 1 tap, ace, done the whole way through.
But it's not as satisfying as a feeling compared to as like 360 no scoping a man with like a locust or something.
I beg to differ. The Locust was easy mode for me.
Yeah, but it's satisfying when you do it because like it shows a certain level of skill once you can complete things like that.
You could, if we're talking about skill and be able to drop high High-skill games have nothing to do with skill. Let's be fair. You go back to COD 3, you had the Brecci. Currently, you have the Lockman sub. If we go into current meta, some of the SMGs, SMGs are not as good as the ARs in my opinion. The ARs in the current COD are just dominant.
But like it's like two different kind of game movement styles. Like I would say that Rainbow has like a slower kind of like you have to actually like aim in and just like a constant stream on an enemy, but rather than the fast pace of a Call of Duty game where
Yes, Call of Duty is very fast paced. Siege is very slow. You have your bursts, but you require way more knowledge and information in Siege. Information is better than having good gun skill in Siege.
yeah, that's a no, but there's still knowledge
And
components.
knowledge. I mean, what map knowledge is there really in COD?
Well, you have to warn. You just warn everyone's spawn point really. When you become knowledgeable enough on the map, you can really kill anyone from anywhere, depending on what map it is, just from where you're standing.
Let's go back to a map everyone knows, Nuketown.
Nuketown, yes.
Okay,
If
give me
some people spawn on the side of the house where they run, you always sit behind a car, and then you shoot them, and then they'll spawn either on that side, same again, or depending on how far away you are, they'll spawn on the opposite house.
Okay. So here's my thought. It's very minimal. The maps in COD are not very extensive. They tend to be simple. You have a few choke points where most of the gunfights happen, and that's about it.
Yes.
In Siege, the whole map is a choke point. It is a battle for the attackers to get inside. It's a battle for them to take map control. Map control in Siege is huge.
You do have, I would say, a lot more variety within, like,
In,
controlling or holding things down.
in Siege, you have to have a lot more map knowledge and information. If you don't know the callouts in each room, you're practically useless after you die.
And I know you guys have the like fortification things. You have some
Reinforcements.
reinforcements. Like
You
it
get
blocks
10
off C4able walls and makes it hard to capture a point.
It does, and there's a lot. I mean, Siege has tons of variety and setting up things because what's it, 30 something operators on both sides. That means you have 30 unique abilities. Like Castle makes windows or doors. You have to use soft breach to get through.
But if we're talking about heroes here, I really think
Like-
COD games like with their
What do you mean by
heroes.
heroes?
Well,
Operators or like people?
operator, just like character selection in general. Like you guys, yeah, you're pretty cool, but it's all like realistic technology. I'd say like it's very like it's not realistic, but it's more
They definitely take some sci-fi
to the real
there.
realism to it. While COD has things like a robot that turns its arm into like a minigun or like.
That was in previous CODs. That was in. You're talking about the Reaper. You're talking about Reaper from what was
Reaper.
that? COD 3.
It was COD 3 as well, yes.
Yeah, you really like COD 3.
It's the one I played the most recently, so I know the most.
My favorite COD personally, COD Black Ops 2.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's the first thing that brought me to COD as a kid.
It was MW3 for me.
Oh, okay.
I got on the very last lifespan of MW3, and then I played the entirety of COD 2, which was amazing.
I never did the campaigns though. Unfortunately, I'm just not a story man.
The campaigns, okay. Cold War.
Is there a campaign in Rainbow, or is it just?
There's no campaign in Rainbow. There is lore, but no campaign.
So there's no story, is what you're saying. Like
there is lore.
there's lore, but there's not a story though.
Lore is story.
That's not really. I wouldn't count that as story.
There's a lot of lore, but there is no campaign to set you through a story. Yeah, the game kind of gives you information, like a timeline of what's happening, and
But it doesn't give you it in like
no,
together.
it does not give you a campaign.
It's just pieces of the puzzle.
Mhm.
You know what? I will say, I could give it to Rainbow for skill itself with like maps.
Yeah, just there's so much in Rainbow that you need to know that you can't get in COD. Let's move on to community.
It's the only way we've ever made up in scale is with trick shots, as we call them. The no scopes, the 360s.
You were talking about movement tech, but that was really just breaking your wrists to move a bit faster.
It is fun though. It was fun.
When I ever did slide canceling, when I would have to press, C for which is my slide and crouch. When I had to press sprint to shift to W to,
Yeah,
I felt like I was breaking my wrist while playing.
But if you want to win, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I do not play like that in Siege.
All right. Well, now the community. We're gonna go to the community section.
We both read them equally ass.
They are both bad, but I would say honestly, for an experience standpoint, I think it has to go to COD.
Okay.
Because COD, when you're in a lobby with like a free for all, because you're in a team base, so like it's like a 5v5. In COD, it could be anything, and especially when it's free for all, that's where it gets so much fun.
A COD match is literally just featuring belligerent screaming.
It is what most people grew up with. It's a way of gaining thick skin, as some people say.
That's true. If you didn't gain thick skin in BO2 or MW3, you were you would have 6-year-olds cursing every word in the English alphabet at you. Some not even in the English alphabet. You don't even have to understand the kid to know he's cursing at you. It's great.
On it, it's more of like an experience, really. Playing like
in current CODs, I don't have it. In previous CODs, I would get in a lobby and I would be berated the moment I talked. I'm like, this is COD what at its peak.
It's what it teaches you like how to defend yourself. I'd say like.
No, I had more fun arguing and just screaming at people than I did any other.
Yeah, you
just playing the game.
It's so much fun. Like either like just trash talking the enemy or defending yourself while trash talking the enemy again.
Yeah, Siege is a very you have ranked, and casual really.
Yeah.
Those in ranked, at lower ranks, you're gonna have a lot of people throwing, a lot of toxicity.
Yeah.
Higher ranks, you'll get toxicity, but people still want to win. So
yeah, but recently in newer CODs, it's unfortunate that
you don't get screamed at by 12-year-olds.
The new thing around here is where we're starting to get softer and softer as the generation goes on. And with not being able to say as many things to each other.
I did not care. Trust me, a COD lobby does not stop anything.
It's honest. I loved it, man. It grew me up as a kid.
It did. If we're talking strictly community, I'll give it to COD. Just because COD not only has a larger community, but a community that is. It's got a lot
wholesome
more.
In a way. I'd say
wholesome my ass.
It's just something you miss in daily life.
Okay, nostalgia. Yeah, I do get that nostalgia.
And alright, for variety, variety components can come in many forms. I think COD has a lot more variations of guns than you would say in Rainbow.
Okay.
Because
COD definitely has a lot of weapon classes that Rainbow doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
We have shields, but they don't interact the same way. I'm so glad we don't have your shields, because your shields in COD are fucking. God, I hate ballistic shields. They should take those things out of the game.
It's fun though, ballistic knife, have a shield.
Okay, ballistic knives back in BO2 were my favorite weapon.
I've always hated them. I can never hit shots.
That sounds like a skill issue to me.
It really was, but I was 10, I think, so I can't really.
So I was what was I, 12? Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I played it.
Yeah.
But when you pick guns, there's attachments installed. I know Rainbow has an attachment system.
Yeah.
But would you think?
Not like new CODs.
Yeah.
New CODs, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I wish they brought back this. It quite literally got too complicated for me. I'm like, what the fuck do I run on each and every gun? Because none of these sites make sense. Can we go back to BO2, BO3, where you had 3 slots? No, I don't mind the 5 slots. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I just hate the fact it's so complicated. I have 10 or sometimes 10 possible weapon attachments.
And if you get 5. One wrong, that weapon becomes useless.
And I'll be fair. Let me be fair. Guns in the new COD, it is better to use them with no attachments at all, except maybe ammunition, depending.
Okay.
The attachments in COD, they got so many of them. I'm like, I don't use any of them. I just run it bare bones. and it gets the job done plenty well.
Well, I know that like map variety wise, we have more maps, but you have more map ability. Like
I think we actually might have more maps at this point. Because you go play in ranked, I think we have like 13 maps. In casual, we have like over 20.
And y'all have more things you can do on that map with itself.
Yeah, there's a lot more. A lot of your maps can be the same. That might be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of them. Okay, I'll be fair. I like some of the maps in Siege, but thank God they do not have the old Hereford. I did not like old Hereford base.
Okay. Well, honestly, I don't know who to give it to for variety points because
Variety depends what you're looking at. If you're looking at
guns. Honestly,
guns strictly old CODs or just CODs before the current one, I would give it to COD any day.
okay.
Because the new COD, you've got more guns, you got more weapon classes. The attachments, you literally don't need them at all. The guns become worse with the more attachments you put on. That is sad.
So, we're gonna put old COD as variety. New COD or old COD for variety?
Old COD.
Old COD.
If we're talking current times, I like Siege in terms of variety. But you got a lot of game modes in COD that you can't dismiss. That Siege has 3 game modes. T-Hunt, if you count T-Hunt. Private matches sometimes, but really you got 3 game modes. COD's got a lot of game modes.
Have a lot of.
And you got
gun game, one of the best game modes.
gun game. I love gun game so much. Onward on VR.
Yes, I do actually. I almost bought it.
It was a great game, and they had gun game this past weekend, and I had the most fun. Just
I have a game similar called Pavlov.
yeah, I know that.
All right, well,
I think if we're talking strictly gun skill, I have more fun in Siege because I like to take the game when I play seriously, or you don't have to play the game seriously. I play with friends, and that's what makes the game fun.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends play Siege, so I play Siege, and it's fun to me. If it's COD, you're gonna get into belligerent screaming, but I don't talk
It's
to my
more
friends.
I feel like it's more like not really like you do it with friends, but you do it like by yourself to enjoy it.
So,
All right.
yeah.
I'm just gonna say though, well, since we've agreed that it's COD to Rainbow for a 2-1, that means I now have a tally of 3 points to your 1.
Shit. No. Let me go check the comment section on the last one.
All right. They didn't. I checked the comment section before.
They did?
They didn't. Yeah. Unfortunately, they didn't.
God damn it. Anyways,
Well,
Ellen, let's get finished up,
All right.
and
thank you guys for joining us, guys.
until then.
See you.